Guy this man said, what's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Down at the 35.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete to Tevin Coleman.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
16 yards.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. First down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Robbie Gould.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Robbie Gould.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you, Mike, 54, Mike.
Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep is Tavon Austin. This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 33. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers.
Garoppolo's pass.
Deebo Samuel, 40 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Darnold on first down. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Niners 13, Jets 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Jets 7.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
Mostert.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
36-yard line.
54's mark. Check.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
Able to connect with Mims.
Complete to
I really like this youngster coming out of Baylor, partner, because he has the ability to get deep with his speed. Long strider. You love him on outside routes. But what I really liked about him is the ability to go up and get the football. Obviously, the Jets were looking to replace Robbie Anderson. I think they've got a really skilled target here for their young quarterback, Sam Darnold.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Crowder now to return. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 30 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with an extra point. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to go in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Coleman. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, Darnold. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Darnold from the red zone now. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Griffin, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Marr able to put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at the 40.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Undercut. Undercut. Undercut.
Darnold from the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
56 right there. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. You ain't going to that.
On first down, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he is all the way up past the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he powers his way up past the 30. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
49ers.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Garoppolo now. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. That's out to the left and complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, lady. Watch by 4. I got my team. Come my team.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Mike 54. Hey. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To the air again, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in, even though they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Terrell Basham. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Motion, motion, motion. Keep going.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Kevin Coleman.
That one goes for 30 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the 49ers have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Niners 27, Jets 23. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Right there, 54 miles. I'm here all day.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Wide open receiver complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. On the crossing route, complete. That's Griffin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Right there, 54 miles. Let's set a tone, fellas. Ready? 36.
They get this out left, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with time running out, and the Jets have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
How many people watching this right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, We're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew